and this was again, I guess one of the new innovations for policing, that came along. I can remember we had our first bicycle team, and I was kind of on the second round of that, and that was a fun assignment.
And that was at night usually?
Usually at night. I mean,
Really?
there'd be guys that'd be assigned to ride during the day, and I did not want to do that.
Well, who would want to ride during the day in the
Right,
summertime?
yeah,
Good
yeah.
grief. Especially
And-
with the dark clothes.
right,
And you guys are all
exactly.
padded up. And
Yeah.
yeah.
But we'd work, the evenings into, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And when things were really good, you didn't ever have to get in a car. You just were on a bike, and they'd assign you to, typically what we would do would be assigned to work downtown
Okay.
and then go hit North Avenue. And back then, society has changed
It has.
so much
Yep.
since then. I mean, cell phones and the communication that people have now has really changed a lot of things. Back in the 90s, you could go to any large parking lot on North Avenue in Grand Junction on a Friday night, Saturday night, and it would be at least half full
Yeah.
of kids
Yeah.
in cars. Some just hanging out, just having a good time, and some up to things that they probably didn't want their parents to know about.
Right.
And so on a bicycle, it was fantastic because, they'd never seen a bike on a cop before.
Right.
Or a bike on a cop
Right.
on a bike.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the bike was on the cop too. That happened. But I can remember, Der Wiener Schnitzel, on North Ave
Yeah.
used to be a hot spot.
Yeah.
And I can remember one time me and my partner are back there, and we're on bike, and there's some kids, bunch of cars back there, and they're drinking and passing bottles around, and so we go riding up on our bike, and I ride up to a window of a car, and then on the other side of the parking lot, a patrol car pulls in, and of course, me and my partner had been there for a minute or so,
Sure.
and then somebody yells, "The cops!" And so this kid in this car hands me some booze out the window and says, "Hey, get rid of this, the cops are coming." And I'm standing there on my bike, and I say, "Yeah, we're already here." And then he looks at me and he says, "No." So that was kind of, we had.
He literally reached
Oh
out
yeah,
there to
reaching,
give it
was
to you.
handing it to me because he's looking at the cop car
Right,
coming in.
yeah.
He knows that they're just a bunch of friends around, and
Like
he
mingling.
handing a bottle of something out to
Sure.
me, and that was just that was funny. But they didn't know that cops rode bikes.
Yeah.
And
You could come right up on them.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was fun. But now society has changed so much, and I attribute it to the communication. You used to have to go to North Avenue. I mean, when
Yeah.
I was a kid growing up here, and that you'd have to go drive, walk, bicycle, or whatever to talk to people to find out, hey, what's going on, or
Yeah.
to see your
Just to
friends or
socialize.
whatever. Right, to socialize.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to do that. You can, send out a message to 100 of your best friends and say, hey, somebody's parents are gone. Let's
Right.
go over their house, or we're meeting up here, or we're going to be doing this.
Yeah.
And so you don't have those big congregating groups that are, some are out just to have fun, some are out to do some things that maybe they shouldn't be doing.